Occasionally, some become famous only after they pass away, as Dr. James Barry became famous once he died in the year 1865. Margaret Ann Bulkeley was born on November 9, 1795 in Cork, England. Margaret Bulkeley, as a young woman, had expressed her desire to join the military by stating how, were she not a girl, she would be a soldier, revealing her desire to branch out of the norm's definition of a woman by engaging in activities which are stereotypically viewed as more masculine. Margaret was interested in obtaining a career and doing things that would be outside the range of her gender's permissible activities, so she did. Margaret Bulkeley eventually disappeared from society. Some suspected she had run away, while others assumed she had passed. The next year, Margaret swapped her skirts and dresses for trousers and breeches, adopting a new identity, transitioning into James Barry, and registered at a medical student in Edinburgh, cleverly decreasing her age to justify her limited facial hair. He graduated as a medic, and while enrolled in med school, many of his professors and classmates doubted his age because his feminine features contrasted with his male persona. This even jeopardized James' ability to sit for exams because his professors were in denial that he was of age. Eventually, he did join the military as a male. James Barry ascended the ranks of the military by becoming an Inspector General of Hospitals, one of the several leading medical positions in the military, and worked all across the British Empire. With the aid of a modest inheritance from his late uncle, James Barry did not only rob his identity and pretended to be his nephew, but also gained access to several of his powerful customers. Barry's medical skills were unprecedented. He was a very skilled surgeon, one of the first documented to perform a successful cesarean section where both the mother and child survived. He also dedicated to social reform, speaking out against the sanitary conditions of barracks, prisons, and asylums. As a doctor, he treated the rich and the poor, the colonists and the slaves. Barry was outraged by the unnecessary suffering and took a heavy-handed and sometimes tactless approach to demanding improvements for the poor and unprivileged, which often incited anger from his superiors. On several occasions, Barry was arrested for the extremity of his behavior. James Barry passed away in London in 1865. He wanted to be placed in the burial in the exact state he was when he died, in the same clothes and condition. His wishes were neglected. He was stripped, examined, and given another outfit. When he passed away due to dysentery, a bowel disease caused by bacteria, doctors noticed stretch marks on James and female genitalia. In that moment, society had unveiled the truth behind James Barry, a man combating transgender stigmas, born a female by sex but masculine at heart.